My math teacher walked into class and said, "One of you stole $3,000 from me, and I think I know exactly who it is." Mrs. Holloway was locking the classroom door as she said it, glancing in my direction. "That money was for my daughter's surgery next week," she said, her voice shaking. "It was sitting in my desk drawer before lunch. Now it's gone." I swallowed dryly. Only our advanced math class had access to this room during lunch. I felt sweat forming on my forehead. Mrs. Holloway started calling students up to the front one by one, making them empty their bags onto her desk. Julian emptied his, and a rare Pokemon card worth $500 fell out. Kyron revealed dozens of unopened vapes. He confessed to running an underground vaporing in the middle school bathrooms. The scariest thing Mrs. Holloway found was a knife in Annie's bag. "It's for the school play. It's plastic," Annie yelled. She stabbed herself to prove it was a prop. Every bag was revealing something, but no money. Mrs. Holloway was getting more frustrated with each search. Eventually, we were down to just 2 bags left, mine and Jasper's. Jasper was the kid who sat next to me. I'd been glancing over at him the entire time the bags were getting searched. He was pale in the face the whole time, looking more terrified than a kid on Beyond Scared Straight getting told he has to spend the night with Tyrone. What's strange about him looking so scared is that Jasper was the most unproblematic kid in the year. He was on the debate team. He protested to the school having a wrestling team because violence was never the answer. He snitched on himself when he used ChatGPT for homework when nobody asked him about it. But here he was, looking genuinely afraid of something the closer his bag got to being searched. Mrs. Holloway called out, "Jasper, you're next." Jasper stood up, actually trembling like he'd just gotten some premium sloppy, and slowly walked up to the desk. He dumped his bag out, textbooks, pencils, a calculator, but there was one pocket he wasn't emptying. "Unzip it," Mrs. Holloway ordered. Jasper looked terrified. He placed his hand on the zipper and slowly undid it. Mrs. Holloway grabbed his bag impatiently and flipped it upside down. That's when a vibrator fell out, huge, pink, easily a foot long. The class went silent. I heard stifled laughs. Dolly, the girl who was rumored to be involved with Jasper, went beet red at the front of the classroom. "Okay, just gonna pretend I didn't see that," Mrs. Holloway said, and let Jasper put his things back in the bag. He walked back down to his desk, looking like he might throw up. One of the cool kids tried to dap him up on his way, but Mrs. Holloway was undeterred. "Last bag," she called out, looking directly at me, completely disregarding what we just witnessed. "Your turn." I walked up and emptied my bag onto her desk. Everything fell out. Books, my lunchbox, a single, almost empty ballpoint pen I used for everything, and then an envelope I'd never seen before. My eyes went wide. How did that get there? But before I could even react, Mrs. Holloway was already grabbing it and tearing it open. Inside were stacks of 50s. She was counting quickly. "All here, $3,000. Everyone stared at me. I felt my face flush. How was this possible? I didn't put that there. My voice was cracking. "Someone planted it." Mrs. Holloway's face was going red. "Are you serious right now?" I was pulling out my wallet desperately, as if that would somehow prove my innocence. People started whispering as Mrs. Holloway called Principal Pierre. Security arrived with Pierre. They didn't even question me, simply started escorting me out of the class while I kept trying to tell everyone I was innocent. The principal was pulling out his phone. "We're calling your parents, possibly the police." It seemed hopeless. That's when Jasper's chair scraped loudly against the floor. He stood up. His lip was quivering before he even spoke. "Stop, please stop. I stole the money." The room went completely silent. Mrs. Holloway stared at him. "What?" Jasper continued, his voice shaky. "I took the money. I put it in my name's bag." Jasper's eyes traveled to the ground. "I'm so sorry." Mrs. Holloway looked genuinely shocked. "Jasper? You?" Jasper could barely breathe without crying now. "My dad lost his job 3 weeks ago. We're getting evicted on Friday. I was desperate. I came in during lunch and took your money. Security let go of me." Principal Pierre was staring at Jasper, but Mrs. Holloway's voice was surprisingly softening. "Okay, but why frame my name for it?" Jasper looked right at me. "Because he's the smartest kid in class. My family has the money to pay rent, but it's in my college fund. They're refusing to empty it. So I thought if he got expelled, I'd have a chance at the scholarship, and my family would use the college money for rent." We all stared in shock. Mrs. Holloway too. Everyone thought she would explode with rage. Instead, her voice melted into sympathy. "Jasper, honey, why didn't you tell anyone?" I was too embarrassed. Mrs. Holloway looked at me. "I'm sorry I accused you." Jasper walked out with security, Pierre and Holloway. He came back 2 weeks later, now with his dad employed as a janitor. Jasper's first day back, someone threw a vibrator at him during lunch. He's now known as Mr. Vibe. He owned it.